Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I will be showing you the best decks you can use in the Super Witch Challenge. This can help you get the 12 wins, or it can help you get as many wins as you can. In today's video we have the 3 best decks, and my personal favorite is the last one since I've been doing great with it, playing in this challenge with it. However, keep an eye out. You should watch the whole video to see the 3 decks to see which one matches your playstyle better. So let's just jump straight into it, shouldn't we? The first deck we have right here is an Electro Giant deck that uses Tornado very well with an Executioner and a Rage spell to just bring all their troops together close to the Electro Giant so that it can help kill everything extremely quickly. You will see in this gameplay we have one push where the Electro Giant is in the front, the Executioner is in the back, we Rage them up and we Tornado everything to the Electro Giant, and everything is just demolished. In this deck, as with all the other decks I will be showing you today, the main thing you want to do in this challenge is just defend at the start. You should not go all in, since the Super Witch is a very expensive card, the Electro Giant is a very expensive card, the Executioner as well can get you punished, so you just want to play it safe until you know exactly what deck he's playing, until he makes a mistake in defense, or until you defend by using a lot less Elixir than them. Then you can build a very big counter push, you can punish them very early and finish the match pretty quickly to get those 12 wins. You can see that we're playing against an golem, Elite Barbarian, just the classic deck that you can see on mid ladder every day. So one of the things you have to consider is that this deck is going to be very, very popular. That is why my personal favorite of the decks I'm going to be showing you today is the last one, because I think it's the one that fares the best against those golem kind of decks, since it has a big spell as well, and it can help you take all of their troops whenever they start accumulating so many troops behind, in a quick, very instant. So you can see that the Executioner in this deck, I think it's the most important card in this challenge. It does extremely well against the Super Witch. It kills the hogs, kills the bats, kills the skeletons, and it has a ton of HP. Then you have the Firecracker as well to just help you out in these battles against golem players. And just the Tornado paired with all of this is amazing. You have the Battle Healer when you're building a push, and you have a Super Witch. If you put a Battle Healer in front and then you Tornado everything to the Battle Healer, you basically have an immortal 6 Elixir card that can take the 3 towers in an instant. So as you can see here, we're gonna be going tied into the first overtime. It's 1-1 right now, and we're just creating this massive push with a Firecracker, a Super Witch, an Executioner, a Battle Healer, and if we can, we'll put the Electro Giant in front. There he goes. So that should be game, because honestly this push is honestly almost impossible to stop, especially when we have the Tornado to put everything together, which in this case we do the opposite, we just take it away. But because we knew that this push was already unstoppable, especially since he was very low on Elixir. However, you can see that he actually manages to stop the push, so we can just go with an Electro Giant at the bridge, the most skillful play in Clash Royale right now, and just take his tower before he can even defend or he can even touch our tower. So that's game 1, that was deck 1. We will move into deck 2 right now, which is a Giant deck. It has Baby Dragon, it has a lot of splash cards as well. Splash cards are going to be amazing in this challenge, just to get rid of everything that the Super Witch is pushing out. The Firecracker, of course, she's one of the most OP cards in the game right now, and she does a lot of splash damage, so she is very helpful in this game. We're going to go with the Super Witch in the back. We're going to poison his Super Witch, and we're going to arrow her as well, just to get rid of all the kind of damage she can do. And since he lightninged our Super Witch, we know that we were up in Elixir, and it's better if we just kill her right now. We're gonna go Wall Breakers to pressure, see what he's got. He has a Bowler, and you can see, look at the damage that the Super Witch is gonna do to the Bowler. She basically kills the Bowler, or her bats actually kill the Bowler, and one of the hogs still gets to the tower. That's a 5 Elixir card against the 6 Elixir card that had basically no HP due to the lightning. So you can see how strong that card actually is. In this deck, you want to cycle, again, being defensive until you know that you're really high up in Elixir, or when you're doing a counter push to just get to his tower. In the previous deck, I forgot to mention, that you shouldn't e-golem. Well, in the previous deck, no, but if you decide to play e-golem decks, you have to keep in mind that the e-golem, whenever they kill the e-golem or whenever they harm it, you're actually giving the opponent Elixir. So you don't want to play a lot of them, you don't want to mirror them, and you want to make sure that it will get to the tower, or that you play it when your opponent is really weak, and you will be able to either take the tower or punish them really hard, since if your opponent gets a lot of Elixir from the e-golem, he can actually end the game just by being patient and waiting for you to basically give him free Elixir. So we were going to go Wall Breaker's other lane. We were wanting to kite the bowler a bit, but we didn't make it. We're going to again poison and arrow the Super Witch, just doing spell cycling his tower, doing damage to everything. Super Witch almost doesn't die, but she gets killed. And then the baby dragon to help with the Skeleton King. We're going to go with the Super Witch of ours in the back, since he actually placed a bowler. And we saw that the Super Witch is really strong against the bowler. We're then going to Firecracker away from the lightning so that it doesn't hit her. And then Giant away so that the bowler doesn't hit her. But look at that clutch tornado. That bowler with the tornado was so good. It gave him so much value since it killed the Firecracker, finished up the Super Witch, and it actually hurt the Giant a lot. Giant still gets to the tower, so that's good. Baby Dragon's going to be left alive. We're going to be able to damage the Super Witch just a bit and entertain her with the Goblin Barrel while we cycle back to some arrows to kill her. Ego's going to go Tornado again here, and we're just going to Super Witch the Inferno Dragon. I thought that the bats and the skeletons were going to spawn before the Inferno Dragon targeted her. They didn't. But oh well, we have another poison. At this point, this game has just been us spell cycling our opponent. Since he's playing very hard defense, that is something you have to recognize. When you recognize that you are not going to be able to break through to his tower, you just have to use spell cycle to get the job done, which is what we recognized and is the reason of why we actually won this game. So now we're going to go to the next game to see what we got. And here we have the last deck, which of course is that very popular e-golem deck. I think this e-golem deck is very, very strong. It's going to be very strong. We talked about it, that it's going to be one of the best decks to use in this kind of game. And here you will see why. We have a battle healer in front of our Super Witch. We're going to rage him up. Look how much health the Super Witch is gaining. She was almost 0 health before this, and not even the Firecracker will be able to take her out. Look at how much healing the battle healer is giving. Look at how much health the battle healer is helping the Super Witch get back. She's almost back at full HP, and she was almost at 1 HP, almost about to die. Look from that one push how much damage we did to their tower. And that was just with a battle healer. We didn't even include the e-golem because it was not necessary, and we were not above an elixir. We didn't want to use it just in case we gave him a lot of elixir and died instantly. So we're gonna go Super Witch on the left side, and at this point it looks like he's given up. But oh well, no, he's gonna pump, which is basically like giving up. So I'm just gonna tell you why this deck is so special. One of the best cards you have in this deck, of course, paired up with a tornado, is the Electro Dragon. The Electro Dragon is going to be very nice to kill the Super Witch, as the Chain Lightning plus the Tornado and the Electro Spirit will first of all manage to kill all the different bats, skeletons, and hogs that she's constantly generating. But the Electro Dragon actually helps in defense, since she's not going to be able to move a lot, she's not going to be able to attack as much, and she's not going to be able to spawn as many units as she usually does. So pairing up this deck with the Electro Dragon is going to be super clutch, since it does so much damage. It basically defends extremely well against cards such as the Super Witch, and then when paired up with cards such as the Electro Spirit and the Rage to kill the super small units, it gets a lot of consistent value on defense. So here we're going to go with the second game, because the first game was kind of easy and we want to go against a better opponent to just give you guys, just show you guys how you can actually use this deck. Again, now we're using the Executioner instead of the Electro Dragon. It's a different version of the deck. You can use whichever one you want. I'm going to be using this one, which is the Executioner one. I just feel like the Executioner gives you more value than the Electro Dragon, since it pairs up better with the Tornado. I think when the battle healer is in front, just look at how much damage they're able to do. And then the Electro Dragon for me is just too slow. I think the Chain Lightning almost only hits 3 opponents, which is not that much, while the Executioner Axe can actually kill everything the Super Witch is generating. By the way, look at this Clutch Barbarian barrel placement. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this deck will be my main one. Just again, play very safe, defend. Whenever you can see your opponent has misplayed, or they have, for example, placed a pump that they don't have to, or their attack, you have defended it pretty easy and they're very low on defense compared to you, you can just load up a counter push, attack them, use a rage, pair up all your cards together, and if you have a Super Witch in your counter push, chances are it's going to be a tower for you, since it's almost impossible to stop when you have low Elixir, since it's such a strong card for this challenge. So you can see we've already have a massive push on the right side. The golem hasn't been killed yet thanks to the battle healer, and that tower is just going to go down. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helps you. If you did like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See you.